Hello, everybody. It is Cindy here with Stampin' Chick Creations. Welcome. It is Monday, December 8th, 2025. Wow, December 8th already. I feel like time is flying by. And I know I say that every single week, but honestly, I really do feel like time is going by quickly. So thank you for joining me. If you are new to my channel, because I've had lots of new followers, which is so exciting. Welcome. I am the face behind Stampin' Chick Creations. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and have been for almost 20 years, which is absolutely crazy to say that. But it makes my heart very full. So, and if you are returning, thank you for coming back week after week. I appreciate each and every one of you. I see Joanne is here and Janet is here, so that is fantastic. As you hop on, say hello. Lois is here as well. And if you're new, let me know where you're watching me from, because I'm always excited to know where my viewers are coming from. So hopefully the weather where you are is okay. Here in southwestern Ontario, we are expecting some snow tomorrow. Tomorrow. I don't know. My days are all blur. Tuesday, Wednesday, and hopefully clearing up by Thursday. Hello, Kim, Sharon, and Sharon. So I don't love snow. I don't like winter. So I would really be much happier if this weather just would not happen. I think I'm even more anxious because my daughter is both my kids are new drivers. My son is, should I say this? I trust his driving a little bit more. My daughter's still a little naive, so it does scare me. Whereas my son's more aware of what could happen in bad weather. So maybe that comes with a little bit of more maturity. I'm not sure. So I forgot. I have some new product that just arrived. I think it arrived a little while ago, but I forgot to unpackage it because I've been so busy. So I would like to share it with you before we do our projects tonight. Would that be okay? What do you think? If you want to see new projects or new products, you need to say yes. Yes. So as you are watching, if you are watching this on a replay, because oftentimes that's what happens, is that you can't catch me live, but you're catching me on a replay. I just need you to do hashtag replay when you comment, if you can. It just really helps me know how many of you are watching me on a replay. Okay, so Janet says sure. Okay. Nobody else wants to see new product? Yes. Okay, there we go. Okay, I was like, I find it hard to believe that you do not want to see new product. Let's be real. Hey, do you want to know something else? I'm just full of information tonight. Free shipping. Free shipping, December 10th to the 12th. Okay. If you place a $100 order, Stampin' Up! Is going to give you free shipping, which is like happy holidays to you. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to give you $20 in Stampin' Rewards if you shop with me as a thank you for shopping with me. Okay. So keep that in mind as you're shopping. You can shop directly from my website, have it shipped right to your house. And it's a great way. So free shipping, $100 or more, $20 in Stampin' Rewards for myself. Plus you're still going to get your own Stampin' Rewards. It's like a double whammy. Okay. Let's go. I hope my camera's set up properly. All right, here we are. Okay, so I don't have this in any order because I literally just took it out of the box. But I'm going to show you a stamp set that goes with this. I'm trying to get it. This is a really hard one to get a good picture of. It looks kind of weird. It's a new punch. It's a build a punch. It's a build a punch. Let me see. Can I just tell you right now how much I love these new cases? Can I tell you? Like, look at how much space I'm saving in my cupboard, which means that's my sister. That means I can buy more product to put in my cupboard. I know, crazy. Okay, so this is Woolly Friends. So this is, this might be an online exclusive. I'm not sure. I've kind of lost track of what's an online exclusive and what's in the new book. The new book has arrived. So if anybody is interested in receiving one of those, you just need to let me know. I did not order a lot. I think I only ordered 8, maybe 16 tops. I did not order a lot of catalogs. Okay, so you need to let me know if you need a catalog. So this is a bundle. So the reason I bought Woolly Friends is we're beef farmers. We're not sheep farmers. But my son works, I know, I love the new packaging. My son works on a sheep farm. And so his birthday's coming up. So I thought it would be kind of funny to do a card for him with sheep, right? Because we are joking around with him about his new family being these sheep farmers. So anyway, okay. So this is a suite, I think. I think this is the suite. Oh my gosh, somebody's gonna have to let me know. Anyway, I've got ribbon, which this ribbon kind of looks like one we had in the past, possibly. What is this called? Gold, white, or Blanc gold. Yeah, okay. It looks cream with gold in it, if you ask me. Joanne would like a new book. Okay. I will get one out to you, Joanne. Simply Beautiful. This one I loved because I thought it was a great wedding one. Right? And Heather. Yes, Heather, I will get you a catalog, sweetheart. Simply Beautiful. I love this one. Beautifully Celebrate. These are the stamp sets. Okay. So I kind of had a bit of a panic attack the other day when I pulled these out because I was like, oh my gosh, I ordered 2 of these, but one is a stamp set, one is a die. So when you order yours, just don't panic. So Beautifully Celebrated. So those kind of go together. And then, so some of these are dies. So I don't remember what's, oh, these two go together. Okay. So Nature's Symphony. This one I loved. I absolutely fell in love with this one. I think mostly because of this. Of course, you know me with my fonts. Love fonts. These dies are lovely. So I figured I could do a lot with the dies. And then I ordered this one. I was not going to order this one. This is Gears and Textures. So if you've been around for a while, we used to have something similar to this. And it's really great for like a grunge or like a teenager or masculine set. So I thought, what the heck? I'm going to try it again. So I have the stamp set and the dies. Like, look how thin that is. Like, oh my gosh, so in love. This is a set of dies. These are a set of dies that I think go with that other suite. This is Simply Beautiful dies, Beautifully Celebrated dies. So some of these are in the catalog, friends. Some of these are online exclusives. This one I was not going to order. I did order it at the last minute. It's the stamp set with the swing and the pillows. Years ago, we had something similar to this, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So I thought, okay, I could see myself doing some things with this. So we have the tree branch, and then we have some of the little elements to go with. But then see the tree here with the, it cuts out the branches and the swing. I just thought there's so many possibilities for this one. So I really, really liked that one. This is part of the suite, the wedding suite. So these are pearlized faceted circles. Does it tell me what colors? It used to tell me certain colors. I don't think it does on embellishments anymore. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful colors. These are fun. These are new, beautifully adorned Emphorium packs. What are these things called, friends? You know I struggle with this. Anyway, they're gold and vellum, and I thought these would make an amazing wedding card type thing. And then I had to have this stamp set because, well, sadly, everybody needs a stamp set that is great for sympathy. And I don't really have a really good one right now, to be quite honest. And this was designed by $1 Million Achiever. So I thought this one was really, really nice. And then lovely, beautiful 12 by 12 specialty paper. So this goes with the suite, the wedding suite. I'm going to pull this out to show you, and then we're going to start creating. Okay, can you see this paper? It has like gold elements on it. Can you see that bling bling? And then the back is neutral. I love the colors of this paper. Does it not like just scream spring. And then our Calypso Coral. Look at this, gold and white. You know, I'm a sucker for gold and white. And then more of a neutral. Let's see, what else do we have here? I like the big flowers. I like it. And then we have our purples. Look at this one. It's got gold right inside each of the flowers. Isn't this gorgeous? And then this beautiful green. I love this paper. I was like, I know I have a million sheets of paper, but how can I possibly pass this by? And then it's got the petal pink, and then that's it. So that is, it's specialty paper because it has the gold. I know, seriously. Hopefully things calm down. You and I can have a play date, my dear sister. Okay, so that's all I have. So I didn't really get a lot. Usually, you know me, I usually get all the things, but I like, but like, can I just show you something? Like, look at this. This is my stamps and my dies. Oh, hang on. Wait. Okay, let's not cheat. That's my stamps and my dies. Okay. So that's like taking up a huge, like that's like, look at how much space I'm saving. I'm so excited. Because I just get so annoyed sometimes when I open up my cupboard and there's no room anymore. And anyway. Oh, that's not why you guys came. I got piles of caca everywhere. Okay, are we ready? Do we want to create something super fun? Now, before we start, who has created gift bags? It's okay, Suzanne, I was just showing you product. You can go back and watch that part over. We just started. So who has ever created a gift bag from Designer Series paper? I'm curious because it has been years since I have done this. And I was going through my room and I was like, oh, I have these bags. Because last year or maybe 2 years ago, I did 12 Days of Christmas and every day I did a new project. And so Janet says she's done lots. Okay, perfect. In all different sizes, I'm assuming. No, never. Okay, so for some of you, this is going to be new. For some of you, it is not. Now, I have always done it for only one size. I made a couple today. Well, fantastic. So for me, I've always generally made 1 or 2 different sizes, but there's multiple sizes you can make, which I thought was super fun. And it's something I forget to do, but I love the fact that we can use our Designer Series paper to do this because A, it adds that extra little touch to your gift, and B, it's a great way to use your paper. And you know what? We all have some of that paper that you're kind of like, I don't know what else to do with this. Well, that would be great paper to make a bag out of, right? Your recipient will be so excited to have received the bag and will be so impressed that you actually made a bag. So to refresh my memory the other day, I sat and I made 2 bags just to make sure I remembered how. So this one I used the 12 by 12 paper. So this is two 12 by 12 sheets of paper. And I love the size of this. So this actually ends up being about just over like 6 inches by 3 inches. I didn't put any handles or any tags on this one just because, I just wanted to make sure that I was actually doing it okay. And then, after I made this, I thought, what would be really awesome is oh, you need that sympathy stamp set, Lois. That one's beautiful. Is if I took the, what is that stuff called? This stuff. You know this that comes in the back of your paper? What if you took that, cut it down, and put it into the bottom of your bag? So some of your bags that you get at the other stores, it has that white piece of not chipboard, because you could use chipboard, but the white paper on the bottom just to give it an extra little bit of sturdy, right? Okay, so I did that one, and then I actually did this one using this beautiful Gallery Blooms paper, and this one is using 2 6x6 pieces of paper. Okay, and again, I didn't decorate this one just because, again, I just wanted to see how it would come together, etc. And this one, when it's done, is just over 3 inches by about 1.5. But I have measurements all the way from 12 by 12 paper all the way down to 2 by 2. So the 2 by 2 would be great for like a ring or, you know, a necklace or something like that. So for those of you who've never seen this before, I hope you're going to enjoy this because I think it's super fun. Okay. If you've seen this before, this could be a good refresher for you. I'd love to hear your thoughts on if you've done this different than mine, or if you have any tips or tricks or any other things. So because I've done the 12 by 12 and I've done the 6 by 6, I thought what I could do is kind of pick a couple in between. Hello, Margaret. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Chris. So what I figured we could do is pick a couple between the 12 by 12 and the 6 by 6. So I can do one at 10 by 10 or an 8 by 8. And then I would do maybe a couple that would be smaller. So I know myself, I'm going to need some gift bags for some gifts for my colleagues at work, because apparently, yeah, I have a birthday present to buy and I have a Christmas present, a couple Christmas presents, which makes it challenging when you don't know people that well yet. So, no idea what I'm going to put in these yet, however, but I figure let's try to create some and see what happens. Okay, now, if you're doing your paper directional, you need to be very cautious, okay, when you're doing this. So all of these are going to need 2 sheets of Designer Series paper, okay? So this one, let's do this one at 8 by 8, just because I don't think the 10 by 10 will be as drastic of a difference as the 12 by 12 one. So let's do this one at 8 by 8. So I'm going to put this into my paper trimmer, and I'm going to cut this down to 8 by 8. Okay. Now, if you have caca paper, and I call it caca paper because that's the paper that is not your good Stampin' Up! Paper. This is the paper you have bought at other places that doesn't really match with anything, but you bought it because you thought it was super cute. This is where you're going to use this paper. Okay. Although I love our Stampin' Up! Paper, sometimes it's kind of nice to use caca paper for this stuff. Okay. Okay. So I am going to put this right here for right now. Okay, so here is my 2 pieces of 8 by 8. Okay, now the measurements are super simple. Hello, Elaine. Hello, Sandra. Welcome. So we're making gift bags tonight, friends. But go back and watch the beginning of the video because I show some new products. Okay, so on 3 of the sides, I'm going to score it at 2 inches. Okay. And then on the top, what's going to be the top, I'm going to score it at 1 inch. Now, if you're doing directional paper, it's really important that you pay attention to which sides you're scoring, because sometimes we just kind of get in a groove and we just get going, right? Okay, so this is going to be my top. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to score this first, because then I know I'm not going to mess up. Right? So I'm going to put this in. So this is my 8 by 8. So I'm going to score this one at 1 inch. Okay. Now, when you're scoring Designer Series paper, you need to also be extremely careful that you don't press too hard, because Designer Series paper is not cardstock and it will rip with too much pressure. Okay. Now my other 3 sides, I'm going to do at 2 inches. Is this what I want? Yes, 2 inches. Now, can you change the measurements of all of this and make them deeper and all the things? You probably can. If math is your thing, you probably could do that, because it's just going to change the depth. Okay, so I did 2, 2, 2, and this one is 1. Okay, now I have to do the same thing on this side. So I'm going to do my 1 inch again first, because my paper's directional, so I don't want to mess this up. So I'm going to do my 1 inch, and then I'm going to do my 2 inch, and I'm going to do my 2 inch. So while I'm doing this, how about you tell me, what have you put in your gift bags? I'm curious. Curious. Oh, actually, you know what? I probably should have kept that out. That's okay. I'll use my scissors. All right. Now, this is the part that sometimes I get talking and I don't pay attention. So, I'm going to fold my top down. Okay. And I'm going to do that on both sides. And the reason I'm doing that is because sometimes I get distracted. And I end up, I actually end up cutting and folding the wrong things. Okay. Okay. So what I want to do is I'm going to cut out this section and this section on one. Okay. Only on one. So if you were really precise, you could do this on your paper trimmer, which would be probably a great idea. Because if you're like me, I don't cut straight. We'll see how I do. Okay, now what I like to do is I like to just kind of come in on a diagonal, slight diagonal. Okay, my charm is in the way. On both sides. And all this does is it just helps me fold my paper a little bit better. Oh, that's a great idea. Chocolates, candy canes, candles, and socks. I love that. Okay. So, this is the part that I always mess up. I think I have to cut this way, if I remember correctly. You guys will tell me if I'm doing this wrong, right? So we actually have bees here on our farm that don't belong to us. They actually belong to a local meadery. And so instead of paying us, they give us 2 cases of honey every Christmas. And for years we didn't use the honey because there's only a handful of us, but we've been using it because we put it in our coffee and all the such things. But I thought that would be a really great gift maybe for my coworkers with something else. I just don't know what, because I don't know these people. Okay, so this one, I cut out my 2 tabs, right? And I folded. This one, I just cut in here, okay, to my score line. Does that make sense? Okay. You guys are still with me. Fantastic. Okay, so now I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to burnish on the score lines. So did anybody make any of the gift card holders that I did last week? I'm going to do this on the second one as well. I'm going to burnish on all my lines. I'm quite excited actually to use my gift card holders. I don't know, like Christmas is just, I know I say this every year, but it literally is coming really fast and I'm not ready because I'm just not ready. It's just, I just need things to slow down for a little bit so I can catch a breath. Okay. Sharon said yes. Ah, love it. Okay. So here's my 2 pieces, right? Let me make some room here so we can see what we got going on. Okay, my 2 pieces. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this piece. So this part that I cut the 2 flaps out of, I'm going to lay it on top and center it onto this bottom section of the other piece. Does that make sense? I need some tear and tape. There's this, but I did this with liquid glue the first time I did it, and it worked fine. But I like to use tear and tape actually when I do this. Okay, so there's my tear and tape. So I would strongly recommend, friends. Heather said yes. I love it. I'm getting some beautiful cards in the mail, by the way, friends. So thank you to everybody who's been sending me cards. My cards are coming. They're very basic and simple, but you're getting them this year with a little gift for me. So if you're going to do these bags, I would strongly suggest, with a capital S, that you do not skimp on your adhesive for this one, okay? Because you do not want this bag to fall apart. That's pretty embarrassing if you go give it to somebody and it's falling apart. So just, this is not the time to be frugal, okay? Okay, so here's my tear and tape, and I feel like I'm kind of clumsy today. Like, I feel like I'm not gotten my vibe going on. Okay, so I'm going to line up the end of this paper with this crease mark, which I know is hard to see, but trust me on this. You can go back and watch me later on YouTube as well. So if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. It really does help me quite a bit when you do that. Okay, so this is what I have so far. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck in my sides as such. Okay. So these flaps here will flop in, and it will actually help give a little bit of strength. Okay. Tear and tape. I need to refill all of my stock actually for adhesive, etc. So I like to make sure that my lines are lined up. My lines are lined up nice and tight. So I'm going to actually place this here. Okay. And I'm going to do another one right beside it. The stronger the adhesive here, the better we go. I did use liquid on the last one. It's fine. So if you are in my membership group, ooh, I'm so excited about what's happening there on Thursday night. So I will send the link. Oh, maybe the link's already gone out. Has it? Oh, I don't know. Okay. Oh, actually, I think what I've done on this other one, I think I actually did glue this too. All my glue is like disappearing on me here. Okay. And then I'm going to tuck this one in. Make sure everything's nice and tight and abutted up. Okay. I like to use my bone folder. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm doing them kind of the same. Now this one's gold foil paper, so it might be a little bit harder to stay adhered. Adhered? Adhered. Is that even a word? It is. I just don't know if that's in the context of what I want to use it as. Anyway. So free shipping, if you missed that at the beginning, December 10th to the 12th only on orders of $100 and more. You will also get your own rewards when you do that, because that's how awesome Stampin' Up! Is. But I'm even awesomer than Stampin' Up!, and I'm going to give you an extra $20 in Stampin' rewards when you place your order with me. So, buy yourself something really nice. Okay. There we go. And there, my friends, is my box. Okay. Now, I could... okay. I could... I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here just because I don't want this flopping around here. But that's just a me thing, not a you thing. So, I could also just stick a piece of white backing. Backing! That was the word I was looking for. White backing into the bottom of my bag. And that will just actually help give it more strength. Okay? Pretty? Pretty? Right? So now I could put words. I could put a piece of cardstock here to create like a loop, and adhere it here with, like, back in the day we had things called brads. You could use that, or you could put ribbon through here, right, and create two handles. So you would need a punch, right, and then you could put that there, and then of course we'd have to create a tag to go with, right? So this one, when it's done, is about 4 inches by 2. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take my chipboard, or my backing board here, and I'm going to go 4 inches by 2. So this is another way to use up your supplies that, you know, sometimes we get these things and we throw them out because we're like, I don't know, what do you want me to do with that? Well, this is what I want you to do with that. I want you to use this to create your box. So look at that. Now I look like a professional box because I even have the white piece in there and nobody knows the difference. Right? Yeah, I know. Okay, so if I had some really nice gold ribbon, if once upon a time I had nice gold ribbon, I could have actually, oh, you know what I could put on here maybe? This wouldn't be amazing, but I wish I had black and gold ribbon. I could use this too though, right? The open weave, and create a handle like that. Or handle like that, right? So do one on either side, right? How nice would that be? Or I could actually pinch this. So talented. No, it's called casing. I could pinch this, right? And just put like a little clip there. And then the bag is actually sealed, right? Yes. You like that? Okay. So that's a super fun one. So now my challenge is going to be to find things to put in these bags. So that could be fun. All right. So that's one. So we've done it. So you saw the 12 by 12. Let me show you 12 by 12 is this one. This was 8 by 8. This one is, what size is this one? It's a 6 by 6 is what I used for that one. Okay. So let's do a small one, which might be kind of fun. You know what I think I'm going to actually do, though? What about this? How big is this? Oh, yeah, let's bring it on. Let's bring it on. Okay, let's do this. Look how cute these are all fitting inside each other. Okay, so I want to do the smallest one just because I want you to see how flippin' adorable it actually is. So this one I'm going to do, it's going to be 2 by 2, and I need 2 pieces of this, right? So like, look how cute this one's going to be. I don't even know if I can actually do this one because it's so small. Maybe I should do a 3 by 3. Okay, you know what? Let's do 3 by 3. 2 by 2 might be kind of ridiculous. Let's do 3 by 3. And if I love this one, then we'll do the 2 by 2. Okay, so 3 by 3. So this is, I'm telling you, friends, do not go to the dollar store and buy bags. Like, just don't do it. Because you can tell your friends, put in hand warmers and foot warmers. Oh, I love that idea. Oh, I love that idea. Because then you can tell your friends you even made the bag, right? And then they're going to be like, wow, you're like awesome. And you're like, yeah, I know. I kind of roll like that. Okay, so I said these are 3 by 3s, right? So, so I need to do a 1/2 inch on the top. So this one's going to be kind of small. And then I'm doing 3/4 on the other sides. Now, I'm really gutsy by doing it this small on camera. Because I don't like little things. But that's okay. The things I do for you. Okay, so half an inch. Half an inch. Okay. And then I'm doing a 3/4 of an inch. 3/4. 3/4. Ooh. I hope these are right. 3/4. Okay. 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 She's making me kind of nervous. Okay, where's my... Okay, this is the top. This one's going to be the top. Okay. Let's fold this one too. Where's my top on this one? Well, this paper is really hard to see. I think this is the top. Okay. All right. Scissors. Okay, so I'm going to... This is very, very, very hard to see. Okay. I think that's where that is. We're guessing here. Okay. Look how cute this one is. Okay. Maybe if I put this on the kitchen table, I will give you, Sharon, I will definitely give you, I will post all the measurements, okay? For you guys to see. Okay. Maybe if I put this on the kitchen table, do you think somebody would get the hint that something really nice and pretty should go in it? Probably not, right? Okay. This one's really small. I don't know how practical this one is. I'm not gonna lie, but this is just too adorable not to actually do. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go against what I just told you, and I am gonna actually use liquid glue on this one because it's so small. I will probably say really bad words trying to get the tear and tape off. So we're just gonna go against everything I just told you on the other one, and we're going to... Oh my, stop it. I love this one. I love this one. Okay. So this would make a really good one for an ornament, like not an ornament, but like a little chocolate. Right? Cute? Yeah? Oh boy. Okay. Okay, stop. This is too cute. I can't even. Okay, this was a 3x3 one I said, right? So maybe we should go do a bigger size. I love it. Look how cute this is. Oh, hang on. See, when you do this with liquid glue too, Kiss chocolate. That's a great idea. My sister knows my house very well. At your house, not even if you were to put neon lights around it, right? Yeah, absolutely. It'd be like, what? What is that? I didn't see anything like that. What are you talking about? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, at our house. Yeah, that's kind of how my house rolls. Okay, this one's cute. So Sharon, you just said Kiss chocolates. So I have Hershey Kisses on my desk in a glass jar, and everybody comes to my office just to take the Hershey Kisses. So maybe what I should do is put a bunch of these out, and they have to take a bag. What's another chocolate we could put in there? I used to get chocolates from Costco. The little milk chocolate squares. They were there's like Swiss chocolate. I can't think of what they are. Anyway, those would be cute, right? That's adorable. Those would make really cute boxes for like an advent calendar too. Okay, do you want to do an actual practical size now? I just thought that one was adorable. Okay, so we did the 3x3. Do you want to do a 5x5 or a 10x10? 5x5 or a 10x10? Because I think we did the 8x8 already. Chocolate coins. That's a good one too. This would be really cute at like place settings even. with like, oh, what are those, Lindt chocolates? Yes. What's that other one that's the mint? Is it not After Eight? What's the other one? There's another one I'm thinking at the place settings. Like, look how cute that is. And this is just scrap paper that I had. I love the small one too. I think that's adorable. Come on. Like that one just made me laugh. I love that one. Oh boy. Oh, good thing there's not cameras in here because people would wonder why I'm laughing all by myself. Okay, so 5x5 or 8x8? Andre, that's what I'm thinking. Ghirardelli, that would, yeah, Ghirardelli. Nah, might be too big or too small for a Ghirardelli. Maybe, but that is, I love this. I absolutely love that. York, oh yeah, actually, maybe. I don't know if that would fit in a York. So when it's all done, this one is like 1.5 by 1.5 by 3/4. That's so funny. Okay. Love, 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 love. Okay, that just made my heart full right there. That just was enough to make me laugh. I didn't realize those were so small. Okay, Kim says a 5x5. I agree, because we've done a 12x12. We've done an 8x8. I showed you the 6x6. We did the 3x3, so let's do a 5x5. Okay, 5x5 she is. Now, do I want to use Snowflake or do I want to use Traditions of Christmas? See, the nice thing about this one is, oh, merci! That's what I was thinking. The sticks. Merci. Yes. I was actually thinking for this as well, you could use 6x6 paper and then just cut it down. So like you can use this for all occasions, right? So this is not just a holiday thing. This is a, hey, happy birthday. Hey, happy baptism, wedding, whatever, right? I'm using holiday paper because we're coming into the holidays and I'm going to need me some bags. But you, my friends, are going to do whatever you need to do. So let me show you this one again, right? This is not a holiday bag. This is using Gallery Blooms or Gallery Blossom. What is it called? I don't know. Anyway, the new beautiful flower paper. Okay. Does anybody have an opinion? Snowflakes or Traditions of Christmas? Did I use the Snowflake one already? No. Okay. Let's use the Traditions of, or let's use the Snowflake one because I haven't used it yet. So for this one, I pulled out 2 sheets of paper, but because I'm doing a 5x5 with this one, I only need one 12x12. Okay, so let's go 5x5. 5. Joanne says snowflakes. You read my mind, girl. You read my mind. So see, you can see already how small this one's going to be, right? And I haven't even scored it yet. So you're going to pick the size that you're like, yeah, that's probably the most practical, right? But sometimes, you know, like I know at our house, it's like we just don't have the right size bag and it's so annoying that we end up putting a very small gift in a very large bag and then it looks ridiculous because it's like, yeah. Okay, so this one's not really directional, so I don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to score this one at 3/4 on the top. Okay. Let me, yeah, 3/4 on the top, that's fine. And then I'm going to do 1 1/4 on the other 3 sides. So 1 1/4, 1 1/4, and 1 1/4. Okay, so now the depth, I can do, yes, you're right. I can do a 5x5 and a 7x7 out of 1 sheet. Yes, you are correct. So if you're really good with math, which I am not, so let's just put that out there right now, you could adjust these measurements, which would just make your, the depth of your box, different, right? Like, so this part here, just by moving this. So I did these at 1 1/4. So if I, let's say, just want to do this at 1, then my box would be a different, but they have to be, like, you have to do it for all of them, right? Okay, so what did I say this one? What am I doing here? I'm doing 5 by 5. Okay, so 3/4. This is like, it's like squirrel. Like all of a sudden I'm like, what am I doing? Okay, 3/4, and then I'm doing 1 1/4. So math is not my thing. Measuring is not my thing, which I know is very shocking, but promise me it's, yeah. I hate numbers, actually, which is funny that I like to paper craft. No, you can't. 6 by 6. Well, hang on. Hang on. Let's see what we have here. You can do 7 by 7. Oh, no, you can't. No, you're not. You're right. No, you're right, Kathy. 6 by 6. I was like, no, you can. No, you can't. You're right. Okay, where's the top of my box? Right here. This one's going to be the top of my box. Okay. Now, I could glue this down too, actually, which I might actually do on this one because... So the challenge here is you don't want to score too hard because then you will rip your paper, but then it's hard to see where the score lines are. So I'm going to... Come on. I'm going to put my adhesive down. Okay. So question. How many of you are actually going to make these bags? And the answer is going to be every single one of you. No, I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. I understand some are like, I don't want to be bothered to make my own bags. I hear you. I'm with you. But this is so much fun. I'm not going to lie. Okay, you know what I think I'm going to actually do, though? To make my life a little bit easier. I'm going to cut this one right out. Okay, I did not do a great job cutting this one, so that's okay. I can't wait to see what your friends and family say when you're like, I made that bag. You're like, no, you didn't. Yeah, actually, I did. I made that bag. Because if you have friends and family that keep your handmade cards, what do you think they're going to do with a bag? Yeah, exactly. Okay. So there's that one. So next week, does anybody have any suggestions as to what they would like to see next week? I have a couple ideas, but... Okay, what's key here is really making sure your creases are nice and firm. Already working on them. I love it. Love, love, love it. Yeah, sometimes it's like I forget about things. And then I have a room where I put all my projects in that I've done. And like I was looking and I was like, oh yeah, I haven't done that in a while. So let's go take a peekaboo, see what else is in there. I think it was 2 years ago, maybe. We did the... I did like a countdown to Christmas, so every day it was a different project. How about an ornament? Ooh, that's a good idea. I did do a couple ornaments with the gold hoops. Come on. Let me see what I can come up with. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm going to just snip this one because this one is not gone in quite far enough. There, that's better. My glue needs to go to glue heaven, is where it needs to go. But I like to get as much out of it as I possibly can. So my friends that are in my membership group have got an awesome project for Thursday. I'm so excited. It was the one I was going to do last week, but because I was fighting the stupid cold thing that I have, measurements were not working. But then I sat down on the weekend and I pulled out all the pieces and I was like, you dodo bird, why did you make that so difficult when it didn't need to be? Do you ever have those days where you just sit to create and like nothing works? Measurements don't work, designs don't work. That was it last week. I felt fevered, I was stuffy. Feeling much better now. Although I'm still not better, but I feel much better. Okay, here we go. What do you think? This is a great size. Oh, except for I did caca here. Okay, you don't know. This is a really good size, actually. This would make it, so I used to do, like the Bath & Body Works hand sanitizers. Not this box, but something similar. And this is what it just reminded me of. But even like a bottle of perfume would go nicely in that. What have you, right? And then is this, oh, that's not. So this one is about 1 1/4 by 2 1/2. So 1 1/4 by 2 1/2. And then 1 1/4, I said. So don't ever get rid of your white backings of your paper. Well, I guess I could have made that a smidge bigger. Okay. So let's look. Let's see what we got here. We got our 12 by 12. This one's an awesome size. 12 by 12. We've got, this was an 8 by 8. Is this the 8 by 8 one? Mm-hmm. 8 by 8. Then we got a 6 by 6. We got a 5 by 5. We got a 3 by 3. Right? What do you think? And if you're really special, you could actually make these so they all fit inside each other. Look at that. You see this? They all tear inside each other. How cute is that? Okay, so legitimately, you could actually, well, maybe not this one because it's kind of chunky, but you could bend in your sides and just clip here. Or you could punch your holes and make your handles with your ribbon, right? This one's very, very sturdy, and I think it's because the paper's so thick. This one is as well. Paper's a little bit thinner, I think, on this one than this one. Yeah, I'd say so. And then, so you've got a birthday gift. You have no idea what you're going to package it in because the bags are all like so cheesy at the dollar store. I need to get a bigger piece for this, but so you're going to take your designer series paper and you are going to make yourself some bags. is what you're going to do. Okay? So, what do you think? Do you like it? Yes? No? So those of you that have made this project before, is this how you've done it? Have you seen all these different sizes? I'm curious. Inquiring minds want to know. Cute, eh? See if we can get a scale here. Very cute, right? So see how it goes like all the way up? So there is no reason to buy, unless you need something bigger than this, which sometimes you do. But like, that's a really nice bag. I've done it different and a lot more steps. Oh, interesting. Oh, well, that's interesting. Well, hopefully this is a little bit easier for you. Because I don't like too many steps. I like pure and simple. Like, the easier I can make my life, the happier I am. Like, look how cute this is. Look, these all fit inside this bag. This one bag. See? They're all in there. All right. I wish I knew this when I did mine. I'm sorry. Yeah, so this is like, it's been years since I've done one. So we'll see what we can come up with next week. So if anybody has any suggestions that you would like to see me do for next week, please message me or comment. I would love to hear what your suggestions are. I'm going to go take a look in my room and see what else there is, because I know there's some really awesome projects in there. And see what we can come up with for next week. If you are in my membership group, we have an awesome project planned for Thursday, so be sure to join me there. And if you're not part of my membership group, you still have time to join. Anyway, thank you everybody for joining me. Please stay dry and safe this week. Hopefully there's not a ton of snow where you are, and I will catch you all on Monday. All right, take care. Have a great week. Bye.